Hey guys, I just wanted to update you on my Eachine Wizard x220s. Initially I thought I had a bad ESC. My number 3 motor wasn't spinning. So what I ended up doing was putting a new ESC in. And I was still having the same problem, so which led me to believe it was a communicating problem, not an ESC problem. So I wasn't getting a signal to motor 3. I went into the BL Heli configurator and found that the that ESC, or for that motor, it wasn't being recognized either. So what I ended up doing, and this was off of some other videos that I found on YouTube, I think Josh Bartwell, and what I ended up doing was disconnecting the wires that would typically plug into the flight controller, and instead of coming out of the flight controller, I went ahead and mounted those wires. I soldered them onto the flight controller board, so PWM 1 through 4. And still I wasn't getting a signal to 3. I ended up taking the lead off of PWM number 3 and dropping it down to number 6. I then went into beta flight, into the configurator portion of it, where you could kind of get into some of the binary codes of it, and reprogrammed the motor to get its source from, instead of PWM3, it was getting it from 6, and that fixed my problem. I then had to get back into the beta flight configurator, or I'm sorry, the BL Heli configurator, and switch the rotation. I also put the dowel props on here. I think they're a little bit more efficient. And I ordered some new lipos and just some cheap stuff. Came with different straps, so that's why mine might look a little bit different, but everything works. I did fly it through 3 packs today, and everything seems to work. Hope this video helps. The reason why I don't have the side plate is because of the way the new ESC that's in there, and that's a DIY 30 amp 4-in-1 ESC. Works great, but I think eventually I will put the standard one in there. Another thing that I did also as part of the process was I disconnected the leads from the PDB. That typically they would go from the ESC to the PDB. I disconnected those because I didn't want those bottom LEDs on anymore. And then another thing I did was I configured these lights here to only come on when the copter is armed. So I did that through beta flight also. So now when I flip my arm switch, the copter both arms and the lights come on. And then so that worked out pretty good. Other than that, again, I'm pretty new into this, so hopefully I can get a FPV camera, like a GoPro or something like that, and actually start showing some flight footage. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't get an SD card, and see if I can't get it in through my headset, through my goggles, because I know this one is for black box only. Other than that, I hope this helps. If you guys need or have any questions on how I desoldered, or want to see some images of how I soldered onto the flight controller from the ESC, just list some questions in the comments and I can put that information on there for you. Thanks.